привет! Сегодня мы с вами продолжаем играть в Hogwarts Legacy. В прошлой серии мы попали в Хогвартс, нас распределили на факультет, успели даже какие-то загадки поразгадывать. Ну и сегодня я планирую побывать на 2 занятиях. Это, по-моему, заклинание и защита от темных или сил. Не помню, в общем.
My older sisters taught me everything I needed to know about Hogwarts before I stepped foot in the castle, including how to sneak food from in the kitchens.
Красиво, красиво. Так.
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it
Можно
seems.
поговорить? Давайте поговорим.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Какая-то загадочка. Давайте посмотрим.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Так, хорошо, это
Do come and find me if you
что
stumble on
вот это
something illuminating that solves the mystery.
моё.
Revelio.
Проявить. Так, ну вот она, да? А если...
Lumos.
Опа-на.
That spot must be a clue.
Найти место,
I should look
изображенное
around
на
in case it's
картине.
nearby.
Так, тут какая-то статуя, лестница. Статуя и лестница. Ну, пойдемте. Может, сюда? Так, нет. А, отмечено.
Imelda raises on her way.
Вот он. Понимаю. Опа. Я пока, наверное, не умею.
This looks like the
Видимо, это
location
можно
from the
поймать.
painting. What could be so special about it?
Ну, просто же так она тут летает. Так, хорошо.
Revelio.
Начну. Опа. Опа-на. Это бабочка. Так, ну окей, место мы нашли. Что с ней?
Lumos.
Опа-на.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Ага.
You're brave though, aren't you?
Так, и чё? Чё? Еще раз нажать, типа?
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Так, по поводу руководства. Давайте заглянем сюда. Здесь же определенно что-то есть. Что такое? Так, ладно. Давайте посмотрим снаряжение. Так. Это форма. Какая у меня была? Вот это, по-моему. Так. Мантия. Ух ты, какая красота. С черепушками. Так это обычно. Мне зелененькая нравится. Выглядит симпатично. Что тут? Есть перчаточки. Ну-ка, а если так? Не, наверное, без перчаточек. Так, здесь, так понимаю, очки. В принципе, симпатично, но это похоже на какую-то ботаничку. Не в обиду никому. Это типа в комплекте с той мантией. Но очки не. Головные уборы. Какой-то... Головной убор семечко. Так, хорошо. Ух ты, ё-моё. А это что? Шапка-ушанка? Нет, какой-то этот... Оно, конечно, клёво. А это, конечно, красиво, но не. Так, а чё по нарядам, кстати? Еще разочек. Может, чуть больше подойдет сюда. Давайте такое оставим. А здесь что? Тут шарфик. Может быть, что-нибудь получше? Ну, не без шарфика. Очевидно. Ладно. Так, а здесь что? Что-то в коллекцию добавилось. Это что такое? Статуи. Ясно? Это что такое? Это внешний вид. Прикольно. Все остальное по нулям, а тут только единичка. Что это? А, это понятно. Хорошо. Задание. Хорошо. Хорошо. Так.
For love potion. Her face just contorted. You'd think I'd just beat her at gobstones.
Говорить, наверное, с ней надо. Тип загадка-то разгадана.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
Так,
The
хорошо.
moth!
Тут есть
I should have
что-нибудь
seen that.
интересное? Что, мне какое-то платьишко добавили? Ну-ка. Реально. Все, нафиг мантию. Смотрите, какова красота просто. Все, я в этом платье буду гулять. Так, хорошо. Так понимаю, нам пора на урок.
If I'm honest, I wish I had
А куда? А. Блин, ну красиво, красиво. Тут есть что-нибудь интересненькое? О боже, это кто был? Добби. Красота.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Прикольно. Какая красота. А, киса! Киса. Киса. Что с ней можно? Ее можно погладить. Ой-ой-ой. Какая прелесть. Мяу. Да. Мяу. Давай еще на превьюшку тебя. Во, вот так все. Отлично. Мяу. Все, до встречи, котик. Мне на урок пора. Ой, это что такое? Что-то тут было.
Revelio.
Опа. Хорошо. Что-то новенькое подобрали.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Угу. Так. А мне сюда. Прикольно, прикольно. Тут есть что-нибудь интересненькое? Так, ну это ладно. Я же могу тут? Могу. Приколдес. Так, а мне сюда. Я уже, наверное, опоздала. О, какая! Ё-моё! Чего вы на меня смотрите так? Опа-на. Отлично. Нам сюда, да?
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Так. Ага. Левиос. Изучим.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt said. Good. Now, well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Так, хорошо. Что делать?
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say
Don't all my students would disagree. I do enjoy my duels.
Potato.
Use the basic cast
things.
Watch your opponent's assigned to attack or defend yourself.
How perceptive. Thank you. Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Вроде я неплохо справилась.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Heckert. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Подождите, а можно здесь что-нибудь посмотреть? Что-нибудь стыбзить? Так. Себастьян, и с ним надо поговорить.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way, didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Ну вообще, если скажу, что далеко не первая, я не совру. Я от рыцаря отбивалась, чё?
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Я зануда.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to know. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Хорошо. Отлично. Теперь в класс заклинаний. Это кто? Ты кто? Ладно. Так, давайте посмотрим.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Вдруг хоть что-нибудь интересное, а я не знаю. Как прикольно. Что тут? Это что такое? Сохранение произошло. Ой, я, кстати, правильно иду. Ну, хорошо. Ой, статуя.
Revelio.
Не оно, да? Еще выше. А, это окно, я думаю, что подсвечиваться. Так, что тут? Может, вы? Что тут? Котик тут. Давайте тоже погладим. Мы сегодня гладим котиков. Ну, как мурлыкает. Мур-мур-мур. Вау. Да ты ж мой хороший. О, еще какая-то точка.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
Ой, какая красота. Ой, какая красота. Ой, как красиво. Давайте обратно пойдем. Ой.
Revelio.
Так, ага.
Lumos.
Это что такое? А где это? Какая-то картина? А где я вам ее найду? Погодите, может она у меня отмечена в заданиях или нет? Это что такое? Где я вам найду это место? Ну ладно. Еще выше. Если не забуду, потом поищем обязательно это место. Это не оно? Вроде не похоже. А, вот оно. Или нет? Ой, уборная. Ничего себе. До свидания. Ой, сундучок. Не зря сюда зашла. Что тут? Очки защиты от солнца. Давайте примерим, что. Не нравится. Давайте пойдем дальше. Так.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Ага. Какой-то сундучок. Какой уровень? Это какой уровень? Первый? Ну ладно. О! Я нашла то место. Пойдем, бабочка, пойдем. Подождите со своим классом. Ой, я могу уж бежать, точно. Тихо, в стены не врезаемся. А где я видела эту картину? Секунду. Ниже? Я вообще не ожидала ее найти. Тут где-то.
Thought a boy was trying to be nice to me the other day. Offered to carry my book.
What are you up to now?
Так я отсюда вышла. Значит, здесь я шла.
I was trapped on the grand staircase.
Здесь тоже шла. Здесь какое-то это... Где? Где я видела картину? Бабочка. Бабочка.
Lumos.
Бабочка улетела. А где она была? Я уже и не вспомню. Ладно, пойдемте. Нам пора. На урок. Еще выше? Здесь где-то бабочка была. Вот она, бабочка. Запомним. Где она? Что, не туда, что ли? Еще выше.
Professor Ronan tends to be a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Нам сюда. Давайте начнем.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Так, еще какое-то заклинание. Давайте, поехали. Раз, два, три, четыре. Опа. Все.
Accio.
О, как могу.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Наверное, бабочку будем искать в следующей серии. Времечко поджимает немножко.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Добродушный возглас. Отличные субтитры. Так,
Very
окей.
simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Excellent control there.
О, отлично.
Very good.
Так, ну вроде все, да? Я молодец.
Very good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Прикольная.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go!
There we go.
Так, нет, вот это вот. Эй! А, ну,
Splendid!
Let us see this.
30. Ну ладно. Значит, надо еще побольше. Везде не вижу. Ай-яй-яй. Это
Happens to
нечестно.
the best of us.
Be sharp.
Капец.
That is how it's done.
Ну и ладно. Проиграла. Так и должно быть.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Еще что ли?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Не вставай передо мной.
I'll say.
Нечестно.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this.
Ай-яй-яй, нет.
That's it.
Here we go!
Подойди.
There we go.
Ну и ладно. Ну и не нужно.
Let us do this. That is how it's done. Nicely
Yeah.
done.
Я ее шарик пододвинула. Ну ладно.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well,
A word
you'd
if you
use
would.
it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Хорошо. Спасибо.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Так, ну-ка. Что-нибудь есть?
Revelio.
Забыла. Ой-ой-ой.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
It's
werewolves! Where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752!
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Еще одна Кытя. Кытя, давай поговорим.
I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm not
lies.
telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Опа, опа.
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, семь. Какой-то этот клещ. Смех. Просто бомба. Клещ, все. Открываем. О, да я математик. Сундук. Что тут? Лестница. В сундуке. Ладно. Малиновый цилиндр. Так, с другой стороны. Есть тут что-нибудь интересное? Ничего нету. Так, давайте посмотрим шляпу и закончим. Шляпа вот тут вот. Какая? Как-нибудь потом. Так, ну что ж. Там какие-то сундучки. Ну, в общем, ладно. Спасибо за просмотр. Буду рада вашей подписке, а также лайкам и комментариям. Всем пока.